This video will briefly introduce you to some further coding techniques. To demonstrate the first one, I'm going to open up Barbara's interview. You'll notice whenever you're highlighting some text and right-clicking, you have the option to Code NVivo. Code NVivo will take the text that you have highlighted and code it to a node of that exact name. In this case, I've highlighted Beaufort, and if I click Code NVivo, that text will be coded at a node called Beaufort. In this case, that node did not exist, so NVivo created it for me. If I double click, you can see that text has now been applied to this node. This can be really useful when you're closed coding surveys and can save you a lot of time. This is actually quite a useful node for me to demonstrate the second technique on. Whenever I'm in a node, I can highlight text and right click, and you'll see I get the option to spread coding. Spread coding takes that highlighted coding and drags it out further. If I choose narrow context, you will see it brings in 5 additional words either side of the text I had selected. Those words are now permanently stored within that particular node. I also had the options for broad context and custom context and entire file. The broad context would have brought in the entire paragraph, and the entire file would bring in, of course, the entire file. If I select custom, you'll see it gives me an option to precisely state how many additional words, what type of surrounding paragraph, so either the whole paragraph or the paragraph by style, or the entire text. You'll also see when highlighting text, you get the option for something called coding context. These options look very similar, but you'll see if I bring them in, it only brings in this light grey text. In this case, it's brought in more context for me to understand the code, but that is not permanently stored as part of this node. As such, it is only this text in black that is actually coded here, and this grey text is just brought in for the context. Hopefully these additional coding features will help you in your project.